Welcome back to Z Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and specifically, the 2002p Washington $quarter coin, a coin you definitely don't want to overlook. Stay tuned because you might just have a valuable treasure hiding in plain sight. First things first, let's talk about the 2002p Washington quarter. This coin was part of the iconic 50-state quarters program, featuring Ohio on the reverse side. With over 225 million of these coins minted in Philadelphia alone, it might seem like there's nothing special about it. But don't let that large number fool you. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity is only one piece of the puzzle. Condition, errors, and demand can turn even common coins into valuable collectibles. The P on this coin tells us that it was minted in Philadelphia. The Ohio reverse design celebrates the state's history as the birthplace of aviation pioneers, featuring an astronaut, a biplane, and the state's outline. But what makes this coin truly interesting to collectors is its potential value beyond the face value of 25 cents. So what makes this coin worth more than just a quarter? The answer lies in a few key factors: grade, rarity of errors, and overall demand. Let's break them down. First up, high-grade coins. Collectors and investors alike prize coins that are in pristine condition, also known as mint state. Grading agencies like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin. A 2002p Washington quarter graded at MS67 or higher can command significant premiums. For example, in recent auctions, high-grade specimens have sold for upwards of $50 to $100, a huge jump from just 25 cents. Next, error coins. Mistakes during the minting process can create unique coins that are highly sought after by collectors. Some 2002p quarters have been found with off-center strikes, die cracks, or even doubling on certain details. Depending on the error, these coins can fetch anywhere from $20 to several $100s. Always check your coins carefully. You might spot something unusual. Finally, there's collector demand. The 50-state quarter series is extremely popular among collectors, both seasoned and new. While the 2002p Ohio quarter isn't the rarest in the series, its attractive design and historical significance keep it in demand. Alright, so how much is the 2002p Washington quarter worth in today's market? For a standard coin in circulated condition, it's worth about its face value of 25 cents. However, if you have a well-preserved coin, especially one graded at MS65 or higher, you could be looking at $5 to $10 in value. And remember, if you have a rare error coin, the price could skyrocket. In fact, the current average market value for a high-quality, uncirculated 2002p quarter is around $5.90. While it's not going to make you rich overnight, finding one of these coins in your spare change is definitely a win. Now that you know what to look for, here's how to check your quarters for value. Step 1. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin's details, including the mint mark and date. Look for any signs of errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or cracks. Step 2. Check the condition. The fewer scratches and blemishes, the higher the grade. Step 3. Compare your coin to recently sold examples online or submit it to a professional grading service for evaluation. So there you have it. The 2002p Washington quarter might seem like just another coin, but it holds the potential to be worth much more. Whether you're a casual coin collector or someone looking to dive deeper into the hobby, keep an eye out for those hidden gems in your change jar. Who knows? That spare quarter could turn into a collector's dream. We're diving deep into a fascinating coin that might just surprise you. The 2002p Washington quarter, specifically the one with the intriguing 1816 design or error on it. Believe it or not, some of these coins are worth a lot of money in today's market. And yes, we'll get into how one of these coins is currently valued at around $5.80 or even higher depending on its condition. So first, let's talk about the basics of the 2002p Washington quarter. This coin is part of the famous 50-state quarters program that ran from 1999 to 2008. Each year, the U.S. Mint released quarters featuring unique designs that represent different states. The P Mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, and in 2002, 5 state quarters were released: Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. Now, you might be wondering, where does the 1816 come into this story? Some 2002p quarters have an interesting error or misstrike where unusual details appear on the coin's surface. Collectors speculate that this could be due to die clashes, overpolishing, or other minting issues. Errors like these add a lot of value to coins. Alright, let's get to the exciting part. Why are some of these 2002p Washington quarters worth more than face value? Here's the breakdown. Collectors go crazy for coins with minting errors. If your 2002p quarter has the mysterious 1816 marking, off-center strikes, or die clashes, it could be worth significantly more. Some error coins in pristine condition have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions. Coins in mint state, meaning they've never been in circulation and have no scratches or wear, are always more valuable. A 2002p Washington quarter graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service can fetch anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on demand. As of right now, the current market value for a typical 2002p Washington quarter in average circulated condition is about $5.80. This may seem small, but think about it. That's almost 23 times its face value. Rare varieties or higher grade coins can go for even more. So how can you tell if your 2002p Washington quarter is one of these hidden treasures? Here are a few tips. Make sure the quarter has a P Mint mark located on the front of the coin just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass to look for any unusual details, like doubling, known as a double die, die cracks, or the mysterious 1816 marking. These features make your coin unique and could significantly boost its value. Look for coins with minimal wear and tear. Coins that are shiny, with no scratches or blemishes, are more likely to be graded highly and fetch a higher price. For rare or error coins, it's worth sending them to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins are more trusted by collectors and sell for more at auctions. Now that you know what to look for, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 2002p Washington quarter? Here's a quick guide. Check recent sales on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or specialized coin websites to get an idea of your coin's value. Coin collecting forums and Facebook groups are great places to share photos and get feedback from experienced collectors. They can help you identify errors and estimate value. If you're looking to sell, consider reaching out to coin dealers, listing on auction sites, or even attending a coin show. Be sure to get multiple offers to ensure you're getting a fair price. So there you have it. The 2002p Washington quarter might look like just another coin in your pocket, but with the right features, it could be worth big money. Whether it's an error coin or a pristine uncirculated quarter, these little treasures are out there waiting to be found. Now it's your turn. Go through your change jar, check your coin collections, and see if you have one of these hidden gems. If you do, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to your channel name, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our next treasure hunting adventure. We're talking about the 1996 D Washington $quarter coin. Is it worth more than 25 cents? Could you have a treasure hiding in plain sight? Let's find out. Before we dive in, Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that could help you discover hidden treasures in your pocket change. So, the 1996 D Washington quarter is part of the series honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. These coins were minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark you'll find just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Over 900 million of these coins were minted, so they're far from rare. But certain factors make some of these coins worth a lot more than their face value of 25 cents. What determines the value of a 1996 D Washington quarter? There are three main factors: condition, rarity, and errors or unique characteristics. Let's break these down. First, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC). A coin graded as mint state 67 or higher is what collectors are really after. These are coins that have a sharp strike, full luster, and virtually no visible wear or damage. For a 1996 D quarter in average circulated condition, it's worth just about 25 cents. But if it's in mint state 67, it can fetch up to $30 to $50. At mint state 68, it becomes even rarer and could be worth $400 or more. So, if your quarter looks brand new, it might be worth sending it in for grading. Now let's talk about errors. This is where things get really exciting. Error coins are the jackpot for many collectors because they're rare and highly sought after. Some errors to look out for on the 1996 D Washington quarter include marks where the obverse and reverse dies struck each other without a planchet in between. Off-center strikes, coins that were not properly aligned during the minting process. Where the coin's design elements appear doubled due to a misaligned die. Depending on the type of error and its prominence, an error coin could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Be sure to inspect your 1996 D quarters carefully for these rare features. So what's the current market value of a 1996 D Washington quarter? In circulated condition, it's typically just face value, 25 cents. But in uncirculated condition with high grades or errors, the value skyrockets. As of now, the highest graded examples in mint state 68 are valued at around $5.70 to $6. However, if you've got a coin with a unique error, it could fetch significantly more at auction. Remember, coin prices fluctuate based on market demand, so it's always a good idea to keep an eye on auction sites and coin pricing guides. And there you have it. The 1996 D Washington quarter may not be the rarest coin out there, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth a lot more than its face value. So check your change, look for errors, and don't overlook those shiny coins. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. Have you come across any valuable 1996 D quarters or other rare coins? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and join me next time for more coin collecting tips and discoveries. We're talking about one specific coin that has stirred up quite the buzz among collectors, the 2005 D Kansas State quarter. Why? Because of its famous mint error that's affectionately known as the "In God We Rust" quarter. Stick around, because we're breaking down what makes this coin so special, its historical background, current market value, and how you can check if you've got one hiding in your change. Let's get into it. First, let's talk a little about the Kansas State quarter. Released in 2005 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, this coin honors the Sunflower State with its iconic design. On the reverse, you'll see a stunning depiction of a bison and a sunflower, symbols of Kansas' rich heritage. The obverse features the classic portrait of George Washington, which you'll recognize from all quarters. Now, The 2005 Kansas quarter was minted in two locations: Philadelphia, marked with a P, and Denver, marked with a D. But it's the Denver minted coins that have given us the famous "In God We Rust" error. So what exactly is the "In God We Rust" error? Well, it's a fascinating case of grease buildup during the minting process. A layer of grease partially filled the die, obscuring the letter T in the word trust. As a result, many Kansas quarters from the Denver Mint appear to read "In God We Rust." This kind of mint error is known as a struck-through grease error, and it's relatively common. But what makes the 2005 D Kansas quarter special is how noticeable and widespread this error was. It became an instant hit with collectors and treasure hunters alike. Now let's talk money, because that's what we're all curious about, right? The current market value of the 2005 D Kansas "In God We Rust" quarter depends on its condition. In circulated condition, these coins typically sell for around $5 to $10. But if your coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, it could fetch as much as $50 or even more at auction. In fact, pristine examples graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars. As of today, the average market value for this coin in circulated condition is about $5.60. However, prices can vary depending on demand and the uniqueness of the error. So how can you tell if you have a valuable 2005 D Kansas quarter? Here's a quick checklist. Look for the year 2005 and the D mint mark under Washington's portrait. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to carefully examine the letters. If the T in trust is faint, missing, or looks odd, you might have the "In God We Rust" error. The better the condition, the higher the value. Clean, sharp details without scratches or wear will always fetch a premium. Remember, if you think your coin is valuable, consider having it graded by a professional service. This can significantly increase its marketability and value. Here's a pro tip for finding rare error coins, like the 2005 D Kansas quarter. Always check your spare change. Coins with errors often slip through unnoticed. Bank rolls, vending machines, and even cash registers are excellent places to search. You can also visit your local bank and ask for rolls of quarters to search through. It's a fun and inexpensive way to hunt for treasures, and who knows? You might just strike gold, or in this case, grease. And there you have it, folks. The 2005 D Kansas "In God We Rust" quarter is proof that even small errors can make a big impact in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for this fascinating piece of numismatic history. We have an exciting topic for you: the 2007 P1889 Washington $quarter coin. If you're into coin collecting or just love to explore rare finds, then you're in the right place. We'll dive into its history, how it's related to big money, and what makes it so special in today's coin market. So let's get started. Host stands in front of a well-organized display of coins, with the 2007 P1889 Washington quarter on a podium. We're talking about a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change right now. It's the 2007 P1889 Washington $quarter coin, and while it may look like just another typical quarter, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. You could be sitting on a valuable piece of American history without even knowing it. Camera transitions to a zoom in of the 2007 P Washington quarter in pristine condition. Let's first break down what makes the 2007 P1889 Washington quarter so unique. At first glance, it may look like a regular 25-cent coin, but it's the details that make this coin stand out. Released in 2007 as part of the 50-state quarters program, the Washington quarter commemorates George Washington's legacy and the United States' rich history. However, what makes this quarter truly remarkable is the 1889 marking on the reverse side of the coin. So what's the deal with the 1889 marking? The 1889 actually refers to the year Washington was featured on a coin, specifically the first ever U.S. mint coin that depicted him, the 1889 Washington quarter. This is where the connection is made. When you look at the reverse of this 2007 coin, you'll notice a very subtle but important tribute to that historical moment. It's not just a random year, it's a nod to the history of American coinage. Graphic shows a timeline from 1889 to 2007, highlighting key moments in U.S. coinage history. Let's take a quick dive into the history behind this 1889 reference. The original Washington quarter was part of the first coin series designed to commemorate the nation's first president after the end of World War I. Fast forward to 2007, and the U.S. Mint decided to issue these special coins that incorporate Washington's historical significance, but this time, they included subtle nods to past designs like the 1889. Now, you're probably wondering, how much is this coin worth? Well, here's where it gets interesting. While a regular Washington quarter from 2007 might only be worth its face value of 25 cents, the 2007 P1889 Washington quarter dollar coin has been fetching some impressive prices. As of the latest market data, the current value for a well-preserved 2007 P1889 Washington quarter can be around $5.50 or more. Camera zooms in on the coin with a price tag reading $5.50. That briefly appears on the screen. That's right. Just a simple quarter could be worth $5.50 or even more, depending on its condition. But that's just the start. Some of these coins, especially if they're in near mint or uncirculated condition, can command higher prices from collectors and investors who are looking to add unique pieces to their collections. The graph shows the historical rise in the market value of these types of coins. Now, the value of a coin like the 2007 P1889 Washington quarter can fluctuate depending on factors like rarity, demand, and condition. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for high-quality examples, and this coin's value can rise as more collectors discover its uniqueness. Remember, the more pristine the coin, the higher the price it can command. Now you may be asking, how can I tell if my 2007 P Washington quarter is worth something? Well, let's go over the key factors that affect its value. Camera shows two coins side by side, one in worn condition and the other in near mint condition. First, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. With the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If your 2007 P1889 Washington quarter is well preserved, showing little to no wear, and has a sharp design, it's likely worth more. Keep an eye out for coins with high luster and clear detailing. And don't forget to check for any errors or varieties. Sometimes, small defects during minting can lead to valuable mistakes that collectors go wild for. Things like double die errors, misprints, or unusual edge markings can make a regular coin worth a lot more than you think. Screen shows online auction sites, such as eBay, with coins being sold for higher prices. If you think you found a gem, consider getting it appraised by a professional or looking at online marketplaces like eBay to gauge what similar coins are selling for. Coin auctions and specialized dealers are also great places to connect with others who may want to pay top dollar for your Washington quarter. So to wrap it all up, the 2007 P1889 Washington quarter may look like a simple coin at first, but with its historical significance and connection to the original 1889 design, it's a valuable find for collectors. And with a current market value of around $5.50 or more, this quarter could be worth a lot more than you think. We're diving deep into a coin you might already have in your pocket, but didn't realize could be worth big money: the 2007 P Washington quarter dollar. Stick around as we explore its history unique features, and why it might just be worth more than you thought. Cut to a brief historical timeline of the Washington Quarter on the screen. Let's start with some background. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932, designed by John Flanagan to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, the design has gone through various updates, but it remains one of the most iconic coins in American history. Fast forward to 2007, and we're looking at the last year of the 50-state quarters program, an era of change in American coinage. Show images of the front, obverse, and back, reverse, of the 2007 P. Washington Quarter. The 2007 P. Washington Quarter, minted in Philadelphia, features a detailed portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with the famous Liberty inscription and the year 2007. But what makes this coin especially interesting is the reverse design, as part of the final batch in the 50-state quarters program. In 2007, we saw quarters honoring Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah, each featuring a unique reverse design representing each state's history and identity. Cut to a shot of the Philadelphia Mint, followed by shots of coins being minted and inspected. The 2007 P Quarter is one of the many coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and it holds special significance for collectors of modern American coins. While it might seem like just another standard quarter, its connection to the larger 50-state quarters program makes it an important part of American numismatic history. Why is the 2007 P. Washington Quarter worth so much? Cut to a close-up of a hand holding the coin with a background of coins. You might be wondering, why is the 2007 P. Washington Quarter worth so much? After all, it's a relatively recent coin, and quarters are commonly found in circulation. Well, here's the thing. Many collectors focus on key details, and the 2007 P Quarter, especially in uncirculated or proof conditions, has a higher demand. Some specific variations, like those with errors or in pristine condition, can see substantial value increases. Market value and current worth of the 2007 P Washington Quarter. Cut to a graph showing the recent market trend for the 2007 P Washington Quarter. The chart is labeled 2007 P Quarter Market Trends and displays a jump in value. So, how much is the 2007 P Washington Quarter actually worth today? As of now, the current market value of a 2007 P Quarter in regular circulated condition is approximately $5.40. Now, before you get too excited, keep in mind that the average quarter in circulation is worth, well, a quarter. So how do we arrive at this higher value? Let's break it down. Key factors affecting value. Cut to a list of factors that affect the coin's value: condition, rarity, errors, and demand. There are a few key factors that affect the value of a coin like this. A quarter in excellent, uncirculated condition or graded highly by professional graders like PCGS or NGC will fetch much more than a worn, circulated coin. Rarity and demand. The 2007 P Washington Quarters, especially those with rare error varieties, are more sought after. For instance, certain misprints or double strikes can boost the value significantly. Error coins. Speaking of errors, let's talk about the types of errors you could find on these quarters. Examples include off-center strikes, missing clad layers, or unusual die errors, all of which can make your coin worth a lot more than you might expect. Cut to examples of error coins, showing a quarter with an off-center strike and a double die example. If you happen to find a 2007 P Quarter with an error, such as an off-center strike or a double die, you could be looking at a significantly higher value. These errors, though rare, can push a coin's worth into the hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on the severity and type of the error. A standard 2007 P Quarter with no errors typically sits around $5.40, but the right error coin? You could be sitting on a gold mine. Cut to a shot of a coin being graded by a professional, then transitioning to a collector at a coin show. Once you've got your 2007p Washington quarter in hand, it's important to get it graded by a professional if you think it might be worth more. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can help assess your coin's condition and assign it a grade, which in turn will influence its value. A higher grade, such as MS65 or MS66, will almost always increase the value compared to a lower grade, such as MS63. Cut to a shot of an online coin auction and a coin shop. If you believe your 2007p Washington quarter has increased in value due to its condition, rarity, or potential error, there are several options to sell. You can sell it at a local coin shop, at coin shows, or online through platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Just make sure to do your research and get an appraisal before selling, especially if you suspect it could be worth more than you initially thought. Cut to a wide shot of a collector's desk, full of coins, books, and tools. While the 2007p Washington quarter might seem like just another coin in your pocket, it has the potential to be worth a lot more, especially if you have one in pristine condition or one with an interesting error. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, make sure to keep an eye out for coins like these, because you never know what might be worth big money in the world of numismatics. We're diving deep into a coin that could be hiding in your pocket right now, and it's worth way more than you might think. Yes, I'm talking about the 2014 Washington $quarter coin. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a regular quarter, right? But hold on, because this coin actually has some surprising value in the right conditions. Stick around as we explore its worth, rarity, and how you can spot the ones that could make you big money. Let's start with the basics. The 2014 Washington quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. This series features George Washington, the first president of the United States, on the obverse. On the reverse, we see the classic eagle and shield design, which has been used on the quarter since 1932 with minor updates over the years. In 2014, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters, but we're talking specifically about the D Mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was struck. While most of these quarters are worth just 25 cents, some of them have special characteristics that can drastically raise their value. So why is the 2014 Washington quarter considered valuable? Well, there are a few key factors that contribute to its worth. Let's break it down. Condition. Like any collectible, the condition of the coin is extremely important. If you have a coin that's in mint state, meaning it has little to no wear and retains its original luster, it will be worth significantly more than a worn, circulated coin. Error coins. This is where things get exciting. If you happen to find a 2014 D quarter with any type of error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or a die crack, your coin could be worth a lot more than face value. Error coins are especially prized by collectors. Uncirculated coins. Coins that haven't been in circulation are often worth more. These are coins that were either minted for collectors or were stored away in a safe, untouched by the wear and tear of daily use. Error coins like double die obverse coins are worth the most, sometimes fetching hundreds of dollars. So, keep an eye out for those rare minting mistakes. Right, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of the 2014 Washington quarter. Right now, the average 2014 D quarter in average condition is worth around 25 cents. Nothing special, right? But here's where it gets interesting. If your 2014 D quarter is in near mint or uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a value between $1 and $5.30 per coin, depending on the market and demand. But wait, that's not the big money we're talking about. Error coins, as mentioned earlier, can go for far more. Coins with notable errors have been known to sell for $50, $100, or even more if they have rare mistakes. There are even auction records where rare 2014 error quarters have sold for as high as $200. These coins are highly sought after by collectors and numismatists, so if you find a 2014 D with a minting flaw, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Now that we know the value, let's talk about how to spot a valuable 2014 D quarter in your collection. First off, make sure you know the difference between a regular coin and one that might be worth more. Here are some tips. Look for mint state coins. A coin that is still in mint state will show no signs of wear, with crisp details and no discoloration. The more pristine, the better. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for potential errors. Common errors in the 2014 D quarters include double die obverse. Look for doubled lettering or design elements on the front of the coin. Off-center strikes. Check if the design is misaligned or off-center. Die cracks. These occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack. Sometimes, this can result in fascinating designs that make the coin rare. If you spot one of these mistakes, take a closer look at your coin. These types of errors can really drive up the price. So now you've found a potential gem. Where do you sell it? The good news is, there are plenty of places where you can sell your valuable coins. Online auction sites. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions are great platforms for selling rare coins. Be sure to check similar listings to get an idea of the going rate for your coin. Coin dealers. If you're looking for a quicker sale, local or online coin dealers might be interested in purchasing your coin. Coin shows. If you're looking for the best price, attending a coin show can be a great way to meet collectors and dealers who are specifically searching for coins like yours. So there you have it. The 2014 D Washington quarter might seem like just another coin, but with the right condition and the possibility of minting errors, it can actually be worth quite a bit of money. Always be on the lookout for those rare coins, and make sure to examine your change carefully. You never know when you might find a treasure worth hundreds of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips and insights into the world of coin collecting. And leave a comment below if you've ever found a coin that's worth more than you thought. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.